I mean, if I don't do it now, I don't know if I'm ever going to do it. Oh, wait, no, I forgot to test something here. Which I can do right now. Which I can do. Let's see, zoom in a little tiny bit. Just a little. That might be too much. All right. You know, I'm a little irritated, but I'm still happy because I was able to work around before I almost started like trying to file a lawsuit. He was like, how do I get so mad? I mean, I didn't even know they discontinued Snap Camera. Yeah, the one that I made a video, I made like the video that made like the most views. It maybe not be the highest views now, but was my top #1 video. You know, gone. They disabled it, but you can still do it thanks to, you know, the fact that it doesn't really actually load immediately from the internet and it actually caches the data. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here right now. I mean, because I was struggling trying to get it to work with my phone until I said, it's got to be able to work without everything saved. I knew it was because that's how I was able to make my own filters. But thankfully, I was able to do it. Anyways. So I just wanted to come up here and say I shouldn't lag anymore. I got fiber. I got optical fiber internet. No more jitter, no more wiggle, no more ee. I just got it the other day, like literally, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday I got fiber, and then I just today bought a new router. So now I got 6 Wi-Fi. Well, I'm actually still I don't like Wi-Fi. I got my stuff on Cat 6. I got, you know what my internet connection says? Oh crap! I wish I could say that. You know what? I'll figure out later. I'll just like, you know, I'm just gonna guess it. I get 900 plus upload and download. I got gigabit, man. It's not exactly 1,000, but neither was, you know, Charter said 100 megabits, but it was like 120. It used to be like, you know, lower. You know how that works. Never works. But how you doing, Natural Fam Recovery? I'm sorry, I'm half blind. I gotta zoom in. Control Plus is not working. Oh, now I can read. Miss J's Natural Farm and Recovery. Good to see you. I had to zoom in. Hey, I got likes. I mean, hey, I'm back to my old self again. But I mean, I didn't even know they discontinued Snap Camera. So at least I can still use it. I mean, the key is that if you have Snap Camera, you have to have it cached, and all you have to do is just turn on the firewall, you know, your Windows firewall, block the connection. Oops, there's no internet, and then it's all blank on the left-hand side. But, you know, click on it. They still work. I mean, I'd never tried that before. I wish I'd have known that before, because I think that kind of speeds things up a little bit, a lot, when you're switching through filters. You know, I would just block it, and I'd have all the ones I want to use. And instead of having to keep loading all their new filters or trying to give me all this update, they're checking for updates, just block it. Can't do it. You know, I didn't even think about that, but I didn't know. I didn't know until lately, until I had to do it. Metal Music Maniac, how you doing? When did your kitty avatar get a bath? It smells dead, like a dead. Well, I'm just because the cat eats dead birds. And this cat doesn't eat as many dead birds as my cat does. I mean, actually, it's my daughter's cat, but whatever. So I got a new. It says I mean, I got my dad an Asus. You know, you need to change the video resolution. The current resolution is 6. What? Which is open. All right. So might be a glitch here. I might have chose a custom thing and I forgot. So this is kind of like a test thing also. So, but I should be buffering. If I'm buffering, I'm gonna be mad because there's no more of that buffering. And you know what's really funny though? Since I own a Dell, I found out what was really causing my upload thing once this guy's installed, because as soon as it was installed, I couldn't upload. It was go figure, it's the Dell Killer Wi-Fi service. Oh, well, that makes sense. Why the hell would they name it Killer Wi-Fi service? It's like, what? They want you to call up tech support. And so you have to buy their, or have them, I don't know what the hell they're trying to do, but it's something shady. And I still like their quality of their, well, actually, previous quality. Lately, they've been freaking Jewing everybody. I don't know if I'm going with Dell based on the recent consumer reviews, to be honest with you. You got to be pretty, I'm just saying, don't take my word for it, man. You got to look at everybody else's words when it comes to products that you want to spend your money on, especially if they're over $1,000. Don't, yeah, that's the saying. I'll give you my opinion on one thing, but yeah, I'm a little pissed off that Snap Camera doesn't exist anymore. And they're going to do this augmented reality on cell phones so they can what? It's pretty much because they're going to make money on it. So you can walk through a virtual, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it so that they can have the technology to pretty much walk through a supermarket and you can pick out what you want to do on your phone. And that's what's going to come, which could be kind of neat, but they're going to do it virtually on a web browser so you can like literally walk through a supermarket, your local supermarket. You need to change your video resolution. Your current resolution is 696 x 3092, and don't remember changing it that much. Is it really that much? I think I did that for making a video. I did not realize it was. I got plenty. It shouldn't look like terrible. And I don't think I can stay here to fix that. So on OBS, I think it's going to make me, yeah, it's grayed out. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think that's grayed out. That's grayed out, unfortunately. Yeah. I probably should update. Maybe there's a way to do it without it, but because I got that for video recording purposes. If you want to make a short video, you need to have a really small, that's I just 696 by 392. And then if you make it, you can make almost a 40-second video under 8 megabytes, which is, Snap Discord friendly. People are already 600 pounds now with the click we get groceries. Good timing. Oh my God. If you knew all the secrets they got about the food industry, oh my gosh. Man, it's not even like they don't know it, but like other countries have already banned red dye 40. But yeah, I bet you they cannot find Takis in any other country but the US, because you realize that red 40 is more, there's more of that than the actual spice. So there's more red 40 than there is, what did they call that, fiery, I know what they call it, man. I wish everything spicy was here. It's that word, damn it, man. I can't think of it. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to think about it. Conjoles, something. It's the way they register hot stuff. Anyway, it's some. You know what I'm talking about. You can Google how do you register spicy stuff. Anyways, it's ridiculous Those things have more red dye 40 than they have spice. Corn, oil, red dye, everything else. I mean, look at the thing. That's why your hands look bright red when you eat cookies. Or the blue dye is not as bad from what I understand, but I don't know. I've never heard anything negative about the blue dye, but man, if the red dye does something, I'm sure the blue dye does something to you too. If you know how they're made, it might make you think, because one of the dyes are made out of something that might not be super appetizing. I know there was a couple, because coloring is a thing. If you watch the Discovery Channel, I don't know if that works with food coloring for exactly the same. Just like we don't want to know how hot dogs are made and we like hot dogs. Sometimes we don't want to know what's in our food. People are already, yeah, I already read that. What the hell am I doing? Heat unit. There you go. Scoville. That's it. That's what I was looking for, but I couldn't remember what it was. Thank you, Metal Music. My friend. Thank you for helping me out there. But I think I'm gonna end this because I really want to test this out, the full potential. I forgot that I could have swore I only had it set for recording. I must have checked the stupid box where it says match it up. Hey, Blue T Idaho. Hey, catch me in the next one. It'll be new Giga something fancy, but it'll be even like 10 or 15 minutes. Look for me. I'm going to end this one because I want to test this new Giga router out. I'm going to try to crank it up to the highest I think it, because I should be able to crank it up to the highest. I should be able to crank it up to 4K. I mean, because literally I can upload at 970. I think the max I ever hit was not 970. It was like 940. It was the highest I've seen so far. Megabits per second. And I highly doubt there's a video resolution that will actually maximize that. So I think I could, but, and then thankfully, if I don't do, ultra low latency, which it obviously can't support because it can't re-encode it for smaller devices or lower internet, because that's why they don't support it. At least that's what I'm assuming. But hey, good to see you, man, Bouncer Slab. But I'm going to come back here in about 10. Hey, live life in positive serenity. I figured it. I think I got it. Did I get it? Live life in positive serenity is in the house. Damn, my memory is good. What's up, bro? How you doing? Man, this dude can eat some fancy food that'll make you jealous as hell, and he's got like a really good man. Hey, he's always a welcome. He's always funny. I've been happy every time I've been here. And look at, man, this dude's got like more subscribers than I've ever freaking. I think I don't even know where you're at, bro. I haven't even been to your channel in a while, but I haven't like been on anybody's channel in a while, to be honest with you. I just got new stuff. I've been trying to save up some money to pay off some bills because I've been working. Work sucks. Hey, Blue T Idaho. 102. Congratulations, man. Awesome. That's awesome, man. That is 102K. You got the check mark. I know it's got to be 102K. That is dope. Man, I'm about ready. I want to eat me something special. My dad's got a trigger now. Like, man, my dad's house, man, you got a little fancy foods, man. We've been eating some good food too. We just had like last time we smoked. I'm gonna go backtrack because my memory works backwards. Last time we ate on the trigger was meatloaf. We had some, my brother-in-law, pretty much close to be, he made some meatloaf, and we had glazed smoked meatloaf. And then before that, it was ribs. It was pork. Was it pork? I think it was beef ribs and then pork ribs, but then I'm not sure what order that went because I can't really tell. I mean, I don't know. It was pork ribs and then it was beef ribs. You could taste the smoke flavor, man. The trigger, he called it a trigger, and so I keep doing the same thing. I had to help him put it all together, and either way, really good, really good. I mean, smoke flavor is really good. How you doing, Bouncer Slabs? Don't know what that is, but I don't think I'd like it. You don't think you would like to smoke something with hickory? Have you ever smoked ham? You know what smoke? I mean, honestly, a lot of people, I never really knew what it was, you know, until after I tried it, you know, with my dad. You know, I just didn't know exactly what that was. You like the smoke flavor, it is like, it puts a whole different like outlook on food. Like if you ever, it puts a hint of like, and then when you actually eat it and it's like you're tasting it, it's just like you ever had. It says honey smoked or hickory smoked. Well, you can get cherry smoke it, hickory smoke it. You can do all the wood smokes. And if man, I couldn't wait to talk him into doing some jerky. Oh, man, smoke that, then throw it in his other smoker. Because I think that his Triger, I can't even pronounce the original one off the top of my head. I'll have to Google it. I love things smoked with oh my God, right? That's one of my favorite. I like hickory smoked ham. I like hickories. Hickory is like, and he said he was gonna, next time he's gonna smoke it, because he's been smoking it with cherry wood, and I think that's all right too. But man, he likes his smoke stuff, and he's like, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I'm spoiled because I've never had smoked food like that before. It's smoked. It just wow. It's amazing, my friends. It is. It does bring out like a different flavor in food. I don't know if it's any beneficial. It's just for flavor. I have no idea if there's any antioxidants in it. It's like, man, I'm not a scientist, but it might actually be bad for you. I mean, who cares though? It tastes good. But I highly doubt it could be bad for you. It's smoke, and it's going into your food. It's dirt. We're made out of dirt. God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt. I mean, unless you think that we came from a big bang. But guess what? Then where'd that big bang come from? Oh, gotcha. I made hickory smoked jerky and fish. Oh my gosh, I've never tried smoked fish and salmon, but I bet you that has got to be good. But man, I love smoke. I mean, I don't know what flavor what trapper, I think it's trapper something that I usually buy, but I'm trying to lower my salt intake. So I mean, I can't. I got to stay low on the jerky. It's just heavily saturated in sodium. Because I got this. I got water retention in my legs, and so I got. I'm so sad. I can't. I mean, I really I'm having a hard time. I mean, it's like trying to get somebody to cut salt. It's like trying to get somebody off meth. I'm not kidding you, man. I mean, salt's more addicting, I think, than pretty much very similar to cigarettes. I mean, because I don't want to give up my salt. I love my salt. I don't know if I can give up salt. I mean, it's going to be pretty hard. I mean, it's going to be harder than anything I've ever done before. I'd rather give up alcohol than salt. I only drink that 2 times a week at the most. I mean, sometimes, that's a lie. I mean, 2, maybe 4 at the very, very most. Lately. But who mind it? Yeah. I mean, no reason to lie. I have no reason to lie. I mean, if I'm going to make a statement, I'm going to make sure I got it accurate. Too many freaking liars out there trying to compete. And it's like, I'm not trying to compete with the best liar. It's like, I crave salt, but I don't crave my cigarettes. Interesting. Maybe I got it backwards. I could be wrong on that. I mean, I like salt. And honestly, I think salt's more addicting than cigarettes. That could be the truth. I mean, I don't know. It's just, you know, you don't. I don't know the difference because I mean, I I quit for quite a while, and then you know thought I could have me a little like what am I missing preview. That was a bad idea. The worst idea I ever thought I could accomplish. I mean, I had the strength to do it before, or did I? Or they get a little bit of luck or help, or just overly motivated, maybe young. Yeah, I gotta say is, man, if you have a good thing going, no reason to mess it up. You know, a taste of a nicotine, I'm telling you, you go 7 days without a cigarette, one cigarette will start you all back over at zero again. I'm not kidding you. That's just how that shit works. It is more addicting than cocaine, from what scientists and stuff say to most people, you know? And it's just this, it's more habit forming than pretty much any other drug that I can even think of that is readily available and accessible. The only reason why cocaine isn't, or it's just the most accessible, readily available in most places, that most, you know, affordable. Because a pack of cigarettes is still cheaper than enough beer to get drunk on. One cigarette will make your head spin just a day without one. Fact. Fact. It will. And it's actually more enjoyable if you only smoke one cigarette a day. Every cigarette would be worth it. I mean, whoo, my spin for the day. You know? And that wouldn't probably cause you any health problems. Because unless you're sitting in front of a campfire every single day cooking your food, your body is pretty much well adapted to one cigarette a day. I don't think that's going to cause you many health problems. But when you start smoking 4 or 5 campfires a day, I don't know, you gotta step back with the goddamn campfire. I don't know what's going on with your body, man. But I'm trying to keep up with this smoke. I mean, you realize there's like a whole bunch of living organisms in your body that are trying to freaking fix you, and they are having a lot of problems because you're giving them a lot of problems, and that's scientifically fact. You know, your liver is like $10. Yeah, it's about the same. About the same. Pack of cigarettes generally about 10. Unless you go to a smoke shack and you go on the Indian reservation where I live, you can get them for 3. But yeah, everywhere it's like $10 or more. You pay like $12 or $14 a pack for like high-end cigarettes. The cheapest I think is like $9. I don't even know. I would never buy a pack of cigarettes at the actual without the internet. I would just won't do it, man. It's like I can get 4 packs at the Indian reservation for that money. I couldn't even make my money back if I sold them for $1 a piece. I mean, no, I couldn't afford that shit. I mean, and then if you're selling those, I bet you those things have been on the shelf. They got an expiration date older than my grandmother. I mean, damn. I quit smoking cigarettes 7 years ago. Best thing I've done in a while. Oh my gosh, that is it. Man, I tell you, man, I quit smoking for it's weird, but exactly 7.5 years. And I started smoking again. Because I thought I just wanted to, because I mean, everybody around me was smoking. I mean, my family was smoking and stuff, you know? It's like, and I wasn't around them. I was busy. You know, I was away overseas, you know? But, you know, I come back and everybody's smoking and it's like, and where I was at, you know, it wasn't easy to get cigarettes at all. And so, yeah, I couldn't get it. So that is a achievement. I've tried to stop smoking over 50 years. It's too late. No, it's never too late. The only trick I found, bro, the only thing I found, which I can't even find, I mean, I'm going to shut up right now because I have no, I mean, I haven't really technically attempted to really try to quit smoking. So I probably could tell you what I would attempt to try if I was going to try to quit smoking. But I've attempted, last time I attempted to quit smoking, I also tried to quit smoking and drinking and everything at the same exact time because I realized, oh, I'm overdoing everything. Well, let's just quit everything at once. Yeah. I'm just saying, don't quit multiple habits at once. One step at a baby steps. Like that one movie, you know, like if you're as old as I am, baby steps, baby steps. Pretty simple. But I mean, how's the quality? No buffering, I'm sure, because I'm only at like 696 x 392. I mean, I got gigabit internet and I'm acting like I got dial-up. I mean, what the hell? It's funny. Cold turkey gave me a stroke. Yeah. No, no, no. You don't have to go cold turkey, man. Just before you quit, you just want to like just get your fix and shut it off, man. Don't get your fix and overfix. And then just that's what I would recommend. And then just every single time you don't smoke unless you're fiending. You know, you got to be fiending, and then get your fix, and then put it out as soon as you can. And that's what I would recommend to do for at least probably if you're a heavy smoker, do that for at least 3 weeks. And then keep doing that again. I mean, don't rush yourself, man. Nothing. I mean, nothing like if you have a long habit of smoking for 50 freaking years. If it takes you 50 weeks to quit smoking, then that's still better than 50 more years. Because I don't think you're gonna have 50 more years left. But you can quit, and I wouldn't recommend you ever quit in like 50 years. But in the bad part about that is the pain involved that your lungs start trying to heal themselves, and so you wake up to smoke because the pain is your lungs healing, and that's the same thing I'm having. I've been smoking, 10 years minus 7 plus 10, so I've been smoking for 20 years, and I started smoking 27 years ago. You know what I mean? I've tried getting a new girlfriend. Oh, yeah. I mean, all I can say is anytime you're trying to quit smoking, you tell your relationship to F off. Tell them, hey, I'm going to quit smoking and you're going to hate me. But, I need to do this not for you, but for me. It's not, you don't do it for other people. You have to do it for yourself because it doesn't make any difference. It's not going to help them in any way. It's only going to help you. I mean, it might make them happy, but that's about it. But it ain't going to help them. I mean, it might help them breathe a little bit better around you. They might be able to smell and breathe a little bit, and go, ooh, he smells like an ashtray. Either way, it ain't going to hurt to quit smoking. I really am thinking about it, but I'm just not ready yet. It's like since I'm antisocial, well, not really antisocial. Let's say I don't like to, socialize very often. Because, it's like you get around so many people in one, sometimes it just gets a little overwhelming. And it's like, it's not really like that. It's like, I used to hang out the bars and then sometimes it's really fun most of the time. But then you get those situations where you get some dumbass that just wants to ruin the whole entire thing. And then that's getting more frequent. That years ago got more frequent than ever. And I just gave up on it because it was no fun. Because always somebody wants to ruin a good time. Buzz killers. And I call them buzz killers. I call them like they're the worst. They're worse than mosquitoes almost. I still can't stand mosquitoes. I mean that they used to be really good. You can go out. I mean, literally, still most of the time, if you see people out. Unless you meet somebody at Walmart, and you can probably find a better person at the bar than you could at Walmart. Go to Walmart, you're probably going to run into some guy trying to sell you some fucking, some illegal drug. I mean, I remember like about a month and a half ago or so, maybe, I was in there looking for some, sauce and trying to figure out, like why half the aisle was out of this thing I'm going is, do they have the sauce? And this guy comes up to me and says, do you want some, I can't even remember what he said. I think I said it one other thing. I can't remember. Do you want some slaw? There's something, and I looked it up on Google and couldn't even, actually still even the top of my head, can't even remember what the hell he called it. And it was like some new slang for some new drug, probably. Probably a new drug that they got that's pretty much probably the same thing as what they're complaining about in the news. Ethanol, methanol, what is this called? My brain's fucked up. You know what I'm talking about. Either way, the stuff that they're going over that people are dumb enough to smoke because it's heroin and or shoot up, and it kills them because it's 5 times more potent or 20 times more potent, and they don't cut it enough. I don't know. All I gotta say is, man, I don't know. They must have missed the DARE classes and all the other anti-say no to drugs classes, and all I gotta say is there's something mysteriously wrong with that picture. Because I didn't listen to it, you didn't listen to it, they didn't listen to it. Who actually listened to Don't Do That? I literally think that our subconscious mind is programmed reversely. Because if I tell my kids to do something, they immediately ignore me. If I tell them not to do something, they jump and do it without a second thought. So something's like some bit has flipped somewhere, some switch is upside down, the world is backwards, good is bad, bad is good. Anyways. The strip club is the only way I could get my fun looking sister. My funny, okay, thank God I did, or we're backtrack. Only way I can get my funny looking sister a date, but when she took the mask off, the relationship was over. What were they expecting, man? She had small lips, and they were like, I want some big lips, Daniel! Or I wanted, she was missing a couple teeth? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that might be a turnoff for some, I mean, I have to say, if a guy's like, oh, she has no teeth, I think a lot of guys might find that attractive. A lot of weird guys, but still. I mean, I gotta say, is you got one really sharp tooth, that would probably be weird for some guys. But I don't know. I find it's kind of, a spring guy. I like sharp stuff. I mean, it's like, I just know where not to stick anything special. I think the third eye and little feet were the problem. Oh my God. Slag on tooth. Oh, you know what? I actually got like a backup thing for when I have to go take a break for smoke break. Because since, I mean, I could actually talk, but, and I actually could move my camera over to my phone now. I got like 10 gigabit. I got multi-gigabit Wi-Fi router, internet, everything. New gigabit router, man. I mean, even my Wi-Fi 6 quicker now. Like I literally, I'm pretty freaking straight. I think I'm not gonna have no buffering, but I would like to fix this, and I really don't want to make anybody wait. I got 3 people watching, and that's way more than enough to. Now it says no data. Now it says no data. Now it says you need to change your video resolution. And I'm tired of seeing that little thing here. But I mean, I hope you guys come back. But I'm going to end the stream now and start up. I'm going to rename it like something else. So if you don't fall asleep, it's Friday. I'm hoping to go live. My goal is to be live at 9 o'clock. So set your clock, set your timer, and check me at 9 o'clock. So it's 8:39 my time. 8:37, excuse me. So you should have 37 on your clock right now if we're all synced in right here. Well, you'll know my delay, but yeah, 37. I'm 8:37. So if you're see 8:38, then it's 8:39. I'll be live at 9:01, 9 o'clock. So that's my goal. I got 20 minutes to get ready. So I'll be back. See you soon. Peace.